This is me news for the 3rd of August, 2026.
Stamp artist Daisuke, who creates his works out of erasers, recently released his long-awaited new collection. The Daisuke's stamp smorgasbord set contains a stamp based on the artist himself. This has apparently long been a dream of Daisuke's. The set is being praised as the pinnacle of the artist's work, demonstrating all of the skill and techniques he has developed over the years. However, critics have also made the awkward observation that all of the Tanuki statue's stamps were actually manufactured the wrong way round, tarnishing the collection.
Tree climbing has fast become the most popular underground sport on Faerun Island. Our intrepid reporter took her life in her own hands and climbed into a tree to interview a couple of tree climbers. Villager Cass, who climbs trees daily, told her, "The air is so much fresher up here than on the ground." Another climber said, "I'm just up here hiding from my wife. She's made that soup again and wants me to taste it."
This just in, a team of researchers, led by Talia, have successfully grown a fairy bread in their lab. The 10-year project began from the simple desire of wanting to enjoy a fresh fairy bread every day without having to leave the lab. According to taste testers, the fairy bread tastes surprisingly normal, which the research team has decided to put on the back of the box as a customer testimonial.
Now for a story with a positive impact on the economy. Last night, the famous work of art Still Life with Baldur's Gate 3 sold at 4 times the expected price, breaking records for the most expensive painting ever sold. The auction winner, Oleandra, told reporters, "It was never my intention to win. I was just waving at my friend." The amount of the final bid has not been made public, but art expert Johnny suggested the price may reach 5 times the annual budget of Faerun Island.
A special ceremony was solemnly held on the 5th to reveal a new monument dedicated to Zan. It took more than 20 years to build the massive monument at the necromancy of Fae Plaza. Zan is particularly fond of it for obvious reasons. At the unveiling, Zan joked with the audience, saying, "It looks more like me than I do."
Breaking news! Abel has been accepted to nursery. We all know that Abel has dreamt of beginning his life anew for a while now. Well, it looks like that dream will soon become a reality, as his request to enter nursery has finally been approved. Abel told our reporter, "I'm looking forward to stealing toys from the other kids and sleeping all afternoon. Good luck, Abel. We're all cheering for you." Earlier today, island resident Saza held an official press release regarding her experiments with teleportation. In her research, Saza was able to use the power of wishful thinking to instantaneously shift her body nearly 3 centimeters to the side. According to the research team, an even stronger wish could theoretically extend the range by an extra 2 centimeters. However, this unbridled power did not come without a price, as Saza borrowed so much money to fund the research that she'll be paying it back for the next 100 years.
The long-awaited extreme food pairing challenge finally took place earlier today on Faerun Island. For those unfamiliar with the sport, this unique challenge requires contestants to pair 2 unlikely flavors together in an assault against common decency and taste. Well, mostly taste. Shrugging off concerns from, well, pretty much everybody, Evie paired some frozen yogurt and some chips for the win. Competitor Squidgy looked a bit green around the gills but said, "Hats off to Evie. That's nasty work. Anyway, excuse me. I'm off to cleanse my palate."
Island residents have hailed the arrival of a band of so-called chosen warriors as the long-awaited fulfillment of a centuries-old prophecy. These brave warriors were allegedly guided to the island from the far reaches of the universe by the sacred power of the Great Shovel. "We're here to defeat the forces of evil," a team rep said. Do you know where we might find any?" they added, sheepishly, in this reporter's opinion. Their leader, Cyber Fairy Bread Red, added,
We were definitely expecting more evil. Mild mischief's the worst we've seen. At this point, we'd settle for some monkey business.
Arguably at the peak of his artistic career right now, Minsk has caused quite a stir with his latest controversial piece. Minsk's latest work is a performance art piece entitled The Yerba Mate Condition. In a hard-hitting piece, Minsk wears a full yerba mate costume for 12 hours at a time, speaking in character as some yerba mate. The piece has drawn universal praise for its unsettlingly visceral depiction of the yerba mate condition. The piece will be performed at galleries around the world next year.
This next story is bound to bring a smile to somebody's face. According to our calculations, the 10th baby has just been born on Faerun Island. It is this reporter's fervent wish that life on Faerun Island continues to grow even livelier with this rise in homegrown residents.
Recently, a viral social media trend has caused an unprecedented boom in the popularity of the humble old receipt. Everywhere you look on Faerun Island, you can see someone carrying an old receipt. We spoke with some experts, who offered some early insights. Perhaps they carry them around conspicuously to demonstrate just how much they love a nice old receipt, experts said.
The latest model of the super popular moving bed, which takes the walking out of sleepwalking, is now on sale. More and more people say that sleepwalking is for commoners, and they swear by the moving bed. The moving bed is really easy to use. Just set a time and destination before sleeping, and let the bed take care of the rest. The moving bed makes sleepwalking a snooze.
We bring you quite the tall story today. Earlier today, MO Line beat the previous world record for the tallest necromancy of Faypile, reaching an unprecedented 15,621 meters tall. Experts feel this new record will prove impossible to topple. Smiling during an interview with reporters, MO Line said, "I was so wrapped up with my stacking, by the time I came to, I was already above the clouds."
A wide-scale health examination initiative was rolled out on Faerun Island earlier this week. Examinations of residents concluded earlier today, and it seems that now only narrator Cass's health now remains to be examined. According to a statement issued by the island's chief health officer, Dr. Minthara, all residents were found to be in tip-top physical condition, with nary a sniffle to be found. Regarding the final patient, Dr. Minthara explained, "Am I qualified to examine narrator Cass? No. But am I confident? Absolutely. How hard can it be?" Narrator Cass is therefore requested to report to Dr. Minthara's office at their earliest convenience. We bring you a story today that some viewers may find difficult to believe. Self-proclaimed psychic Barkus recently demonstrated his telekinetic skills in front of reporters. After gathering energy, Barkus asked for complete silence before making the annals of Karsus levitate a full 5 millimeters off the ground. As reporters clamored for comment, Barkus hinted that his training is showing promising results, and 6 millimeters of levitation may soon be within reach.
A fascinating moral dilemma arose earlier today, with Oleandra witnessing a suspicious set of circumstances. Oleandra was just minding their own business, just peeking through other people's windows, when she witnessed Melisande hiding what appeared to be a bundle of cash. Oleandra said, "I wanted to ask her about it, but I couldn't, 'cause then she'd know I saw her." Upon being reminded she's on live TV, Oleandra replied, "Oops."
Yesterday, an ambitious experiment to be the first person to eat some Terrans in outer space unfortunately ended in complete failure. According to related parties, astronaut Astarion ate the Terrans that were supposed to be used in the experiment before takeoff. He said he had been too busy with takeoff preparations to buy lunch, and simply got hungry.
We're here with an update on the mysterious creature that rose from the waters off Faerun Island's eastern shore just days ago. Locals are calling the beast the Annals of Karsus monster due to the fact that its head looks just like the Annals of Karsus. For days now, Crowds have been flocking to the beach for the chance to catch a fleeting glimpse of this majestic, yet terrifying creature. However, reporters were shocked to discover this morning that the horrifying creature was simply Karlak with the annals of Karsus on her head. The countless stalls selling the annals of Karsus monster muffins were shocked by the news, and are now scrambling to rename their goods to something less sensational.
KK Slider was the unexpected star of the show when the annual drum competition was held on our island. By using his beatboxing skills instead of a regular drum kit, KK Slider was able to bow over the competition judges. One judge said, "The way he rhythmically slurped between each plop and belch moved me to tears. What an amazing talent." KK Slider was quoted as saying, "I learned everything I know by trying to talk on the phone while cleaning my teeth."
We've got a baffling story to report today, and it's all about mysterious stickers being found stuck on electric poles. The stickers resemble a roasted lamb leg, and their photorealistic nature has caused much confusion among residents with poor depth perception. One especially curious resident has also reported that scratching the stickers causes them to emit a strong roasted lamb leg-like odor. Experts are stumped by the sudden sticker surge, and are currently debating licking the stickers to see if they taste like the real thing too.
After many years of research, a stunning genetic truth has recently come to light. Top scientists on Faerun Island have revealed that Daman shares 99.9% of their DNA with a Hamburg steak. Asked for comment, a shocked Daman said, "So if it weren't for that last 0.1%, I'd just be a Hamburg steak." That actually explains a lot. Earlier today, the Faerun Island Cat Convention took place, attracting baying hordes of cat lovers equipped with fluffy toys of every possible description. The convention took place at Eunice's home, with approximately 300 cats in attendance. Shocked into an attempt at humor by the unexpectedly high turnout of cats, Eunice was overheard to quip, "This is positively stunning." With these 300 cats now far outnumbering human residents, it has been reported the cats are planning a human convention for next year. Unusually cute residents are encouraged to apply.
You are no doubt familiar with the warm fuzzies that appear when expressing gratitude to narrator Cass, but what if we told you that these could soon power your home? All eyes are on warm fuzzies after a recent paper theorized that the tiny balls of sunshine may contain vast amounts of energy. Lead researcher, Professor Arabella, claims that not only are warm fuzzies packed with an extraordinary amount of energy, but they are completely green and renewable as well. Quote, "We are still figuring out how to safely extract the energy from warm fuzzies, but we would like to invite any unusually grateful residents to volunteer for future studies."
A powerful hurricane is fast approaching Faerun Island. We go now to our steadfast weather correspondent Elminster, who's currently braving the situation on the street. Elminster, how are things looking out there?
Hello. This is Elminster reporting live. I'm standing on Covered Book Street right now. As you can see, it's pretty blustery out. I could get blown away any minute. I have to say, I really can't recommend this. I'm heading to a safe location now, to warm up with a nice cuppa. That's it from here on Covered Book Street.
And now, for something completely different. Sponsored by the Me Space Agency, we present a weather forecast for outer space. Over to you, Volt. What can our viewers expect?
Hello, there. I'm Volt from the Cosmic Weather Labs at the MSA, and here's tomorrow's space weather. So, we've got clear conditions on the moon, but Mercury is looking hot and humid despite cloud cover, with highs of 400 degrees Celsius, so be sure to keep hydrated if you're there. On Mars, we're looking at rain showers, which haven't happened in 1.7 billion years. Good news for Martian gardeners, bad news for Martian beachgoers. Now, moving beyond the asteroid belt, Saturn and Jupiter are both due for a sunny spell, though with temperatures below the -100 Celsius mark, you may want to keep your mittens on. Last but not least, the surface of the Sun will remain a predictable 5,600 degrees, with no flares in the forecast until Tuesday. Make sure to bring plenty of sunscreen and a pair of sunnies.
We've just received some truly excellent information. A special event in appreciation of narrator Cass is being held to celebrate a nearly inconceivable 1,000 boosts to the happiness levels of residents. Let's go live to the scene now. Oleandra, what can you tell us? This is Oleandra, reporting live from the scene. In celebration of happiness levels being raised over 1,000 times, residents of Faerun Island have come together to thank narrator Cass in style. Narrator Cass, thank you
Thank
so
you
much
so much.
for
For
everything you do for
us.
And that's a wrap from us. Mind if I join the party? What a wonderful performance that was, overflowing with our residents' love for narrator Cass. You absolutely love to see it. Hope has been making waves ever since she started a career as a fortune teller. Aurora, the first customer in line, was shocked at just how accurate the reading was. She knew that I love breathing. Which is true. I can't stop talking about it, you know. In fact, I think I'll go and breathe a bit over there right now. How could she know that I love it so? It's uncanny. We asked residents for their reactions. News like that certainly keeps you on your toes.
I have no worries as long as this island doesn't sink into the ocean. Which I hope it won't.
Some days it rains, some days it snows.
It must be hard work, carrying around that camera and interviewing people like me.
What a waste of time.
It's lovely to see everyone doing their best, I suppose. Lamb chop.
I can't believe something so ridiculous would actually happen.
Well, that's not too bad, is it? I couldn't care less about that.
I see.
I'm still trying to think of something to say.
I'm absolutely overwhelmed by this news, biatch.
Yes, whatevs. Brilliant job, bravo.
Please remind me to never do anything like that. Far out.
Better late than never, innit?
I don't think this is newsworthy at all, Spark. Let me tell you about this instead.
Oh. I'm so excited, I could eat a dance music album, grub.
I've known about this for ages. You're a bit late to the party, chum.
I'm absolutely overwhelmed by this news, Istic.
Look here, mate. I told you before that this would happen. And now it has happened. What else do you want me to say?
That has moved me to my core, partner. Oh, and do you have any proof of that?
Thank you for watching. I'm Shadowheart, and that was me news for the 3rd of August, 2026.